Here are 3 reasons why I think Apple HomeKit is the best smart home software out there by a mile. I don't even think it's a competition. The first reason, which is an absolute game changer and almost nobody knows about, is Apple HomeKit Secure Video. So you know, whenever you buy a smart home security camera, whether that's for your office or outdoors or whatever, you almost always have to pay for a cloud subscription backup. HomeKit has camera cloud backups for free built into the software, and it works incredibly. Once you have a camera added to Apple HomeKit, you're going to be able to select all of these different settings of when you want it to record, whether it's when it just detects motion, or when there's a face detected, or when it detects motion when you're not home. There's tons of different ways to configure the cameras native in HomeKit, and the best part is it records to your iCloud account. The cloud storage you're already paying for and you already have, the videos seamlessly back up to that, so you don't need to worry about managing a second account. You don't need to worry about a third party having your data. Because of all the companies that manage consumer data, Apple is at the absolute forefront, and there's no better ways to store your data than on iCloud. You can, of course, use this in tandem with the local storage on your cameras, but having this free cloud backup that you normally have to pay for built into the software itself is absolutely incredible, and not enough people know about this. HomeKit Secure Video is huge. Reason number 2 is the usability, accessibility, and seamless integration of Apple HomeKit. I think one of the most important parts of smart home for having it be a realistic part of your life is being able to use it absolutely seamlessly, not having to tinker with it, not having to always install new apps, not having to set it up on new devices, and Apple solves this so well. Because Apple Home is integrated on the OS level with Apple and links to your iCloud account, no matter what device you buy, as long as it's an Apple device, you're gonna have seamless access to your smart home and all of its devices right away, right out of the box. No setup or anything needed. Whether that's your phone, your watch, your TV, your laptop, no matter where you are, you're going to have full and seamless access to your smart home devices at all time. Whether that's directly or through Siri, you just know it's going to work. And because it's integrated at the OS level, it's going to be even easier to access your devices. For example, with the iPhone, you'll be able to drag down your dock and control some of your devices directly here right away without having to tap around. Same thing with Apple TV. Without even setting anything up, just by signing into your iCloud account, you have seamless control over all of your devices right away, no questions asked. This simplicity and usability does not come at the expense of functionality, though. Apple has one of the best automation platforms on the market, whether that's for simple automations, which walks you through this really simple interface that anybody could set up, or if you want to get more complex, you could utilize Siri shortcuts, which gives you access to a whole suite of super complex automations and integrates seamlessly with Apple HomeKit. This ease of use and integration goes even a few steps further and makes it super easy for you to share access to your home. So I have all my crazy smart home set up. I could give my girlfriend access to Apple Home. It's already integrated in her phone, on her watch, and everything, and she uses the smart home stuff all the time. She could set up her own automations. It's just super, super accessible. Now, lastly, and the reason why a lot of advanced users use Apple HomeKit is because it is an entirely closed loop system. It's one of the most secure out-of-the-box smart home systems you can get. When you're setting up a smart home device on Apple HomeKit, it only runs on your local network. Even if you have to sign into your Wi-Fi account, it's not sending data over the internet. It's only connecting locally within your home. That means third parties and the device manufacturers are not getting access to any of your data. This is not the case with other providers. Amazon Alexa, for example, is really bad for this. They don't handle anything locally. They just do integrations through the providers. So your data is maybe not in danger, but it's definitely not nearly as safe as it is with HomeKit. The only time HomeKit devices are going to be exposed to the internet is when you need to control them through an automation, which say when you're not home. In that case, it's not going through the manufacturer's device. Again, it's going through Apple's servers. And once again, Apple has some of the most tight-knit data privacy laws out there. So if you're going to have your data going anywhere, I would have it going through Apple than some random manufacturer of the device that you're using. This closed loopness on a smart home is huge. This is also the reason why some devices don't support Apple HomeKit, because Apple is so rigorous about their data protection. One final important note on that, though, this is only the case, this closed loop protection, if you set up the device through Apple HomeKit's device setup. If you download the app for the device's manufacturer and set it up through the given app itself and not through Apple HomeKit, in that case, it will probably have access to the manufacturer's data. But if you do through Apple HomeKit, closed loop and secure, baby. Those are the 3 of many reasons why I absolutely love Apple HomeKit. Granted, you could only really use Apple HomeKit if you have a majority of Apple devices. That is the one downside. If you are on Android, I do still recommend going with Alexa. But if you're on Apple, it's like a no-brainer. HomeKit devices are so incredible. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or any beef with this, and I'll catch you in the next video.